have to get them in order. All right, so you guys are good tonight? Good. So Riley asked me to speak a few weeks ago. Really excited. Love FCA. I'm glad to have the opportunity. It's been many, many years since I've spoke to Tech FCA, so was thrilled to get the opportunity to speak again. And he told me you guys have been talking on consistency this semester, so we're going to talk a little consistency. All right, so got a quick question. What is one thing, and maybe raise a hand. It's a pretty simple question. What's one thing, and I kind of pick at you because I think if I were you, I'd raise a hand because it's pretty easy. What's one thing you do every day? Every single day. Yeah, go for it, Reese. Go to sleep every day. What's something else? Eat, brush teeth. He took yours. That's it. Anybody else? Wake up. Breathe. Got it. He took yours? What we got? What do you guys do more than that? Pray? Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah. What's that? Make a bed? Ooh, good one now. Good one. How you do something, how you do everything, right? So I was thinking you guys were going to be like more like, hey, we're on our phone. We're on our phones every day. We might watch TV, although I don't know if you guys are much TV stuff going, but you might drink coffee, go to my favorite coffee spot and get coffee. Like that was my mind where I was thinking, and you guys gave some better ones. But why do we do these things? Like you guys said, we'll just go with why do we do what would you say? Sleep? Why do we do that? Because we need to rest. Like why? Who said breathe? Why do we breathe? To live, right? Why we breathe? Who said pray? Why do you pray? Okay, to worship God. So for all of them, there's a why for everything you do. Like again, I was thinking I thought you guys would say look at phone, and I was thinking, why do you look at that? To communicate with other people, right? Or to be on TikTok or Snapchat or whatever it may be. That's what we're doing. For my wife and I, we'll watch TV sometimes just to be brainless. That's why we watch it, just so we don't have to just kind of get away and watch TV. So there's a reason why we do everything. So in order to do something consistently, there has to be a why involved. There has to be. If you don't have the why to why you do something, you're not going to do it consistently. So then we look and you say, okay, so question for tonight, I wrote down, I said, why do you want to be a warrior for Christ with a consistent walk with Him? And I'll let you guys answer that. So why do you want to be a warrior for Christ and have a consistent walk with Him? Does anyone just it's a tough, not that hard, but it could be, I guess. Anybody? I put down a couple of generic ones at first, and I was like, why do I want to walk with Christ? Why do I want to be a warrior for Christ? Why do I want to consistently grow in Christ? And I was like, well, I want to go to heaven. I want to be a good person. Like, so originally that's what I was kind of putting down. I'm like, those are kind of generic. So I won't look at what I wrote, but then I'm like, I feel like whys have to be bigger. So you think about, like, why would you marry somebody? Like think about this. Well, he's really handsome. She's real pretty. If that's your only why, is that lasting? It's not lasting. It is not lasting. So there's, that's not enough, right? So when you're thinking about, why be consistent warrior for Jesus Christ, I think you have to go deeper than that. And so I was kind of like, well, my why would be, I want to be a soldier for His army, winning souls for his sake, going to heaven, and then to fight every battle and win every battle through Jesus Christ. Like, that is my why. Like, I've always liked there's a song, it's really old and I can't sing, but it's called Onward. Kevin, you'll know this one. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war. And like, that's my why. I love the battle. And we're going to get to it in a minute. What's the battle? I'm going to ask you right now. As Christians, who's our opponent? Who? Yeah, devil, Satan, right? That's our opponent. And we're going to dive into that a little bit more in a minute. So that's the why. I think you've got to have a bigger why. Maybe, hey, for you guys and gals, hey, he's really handsome. He's awesome. He's great personality. He treats me right. For you guys, hey, she's beautiful. Her personality's off the charts. She'll do anything. I mean, she's just amazing. She's fun. She's loving. She's compassionate. There's got to be more than just like, oh, well, I worship God to be a good person or to go to heaven. Those are great, but it's deeper than that and more than that. So to accomplish this mission, we got to practice a lot. You guys, most of you in here are athletes. You have to practice a lot at what you do to be good at it. It's the same thing as a Christian warrior. You have to practice a lot. Will it be easy? No, it will not be easy. Okay, so knowing it won't be easy, let's go to a couple like earthly examples. I love sports. Like, I love it. You'll catch me. Well, this is a sport, but I don't golf because I'm no good at it. I tried it once when I was in college and I swung it like a baseball bat, and I walked off after the third hole because I sliced in so bad. I'm like, guys, this isn't any fun. I'm out of here. So I don't golf. I don't hunt. I don't fish. Nothing wrong with those things. Those are all great things. But I watch college sports and the NFL. Like, that's what I do. I love college football right now. I love the NFL. You want to find me on a Saturday or Sunday, if my girl and I aren't doing something, that's what I'm doing. So you look at this, and I'm looking at like consistency and what can help create consistency. I see shoes right here. What kind of shoes you got on? Jordan. He's got Jordans on. So I go to Michael Jordan. We've all heard the story, right? Oh, he got cut. Michael Jordan got cut. Listen. That dude is the greatest basketball player to ever walk the earth. We might have some LeBron fans in here. I'm telling you, it ain't close. And I'm from near Cleveland, Ohio. It ain't close, okay? So we're going with Jordan. And his sophomore year, he's going out for the hoop team. And he had a good freshman year on the freshman team. He was their best player. So he's out for the team. And what's the coach do? He doesn't make varsity, right? You ain't making varsity. I think people always think he just got cut a lot of times. Well, he didn't just get cut. He got put on the JV team as a sophomore. But he was devastated. So his opponent wasn't his coach, but his opponent became the coach's decision. The coach's decision was, nope, you're not on the varsity, boy. You're on the JV team. So what that decision did for him, along with genetics, because between his sophomore year and junior year, he went from 5'11 to 6'6". But that wasn't the only difference. But that coach's decision became his opponent, and that drove him to be the greatest basketball player of all time. And he was a relentless worker. I've got an example from 2015. Actually, it would have been 14. 2014 season, I cut a young man in the fall. I said, Ryan Flick's his name. I'm like, Ryan, you're not good enough. So he's like, no, coach, right at Christmas time, right before our season, I'm like, you're not good enough. You can cut. We'll grade sure you can go work out up at the APC, but, hey, good job. Well, can I come out next year? Nah, you're not good. Don't come out next year. Coach, but I know now, okay, I'll give you next fall. What the heck? So that guy, again, used a coach's decision as his opposition. And he loved me, and I loved him. That didn't mean I didn't like him, but he used that as his motivation to be the greatest. Okay? That young man, the very next year, won Freshman of the Year in the Ohio Valley Conference, ended up being an All-American designated hitter by his junior year, and then graduated in engineering. He's making all kinds of money doing that. But that's Ryan Flick's story. So he used some opposition motivation to make the most of his ability, and they do it through the consistent work that they put in. So those are earthly examples, right? And we had an opponent. The opponent was coach's decision in both cases. We mentioned it a second ago. Who, as Christian warriors wanting to walk consistently in Jesus Christ, who is our opponent? Satan. Satan is our opponent. He is our dang opponent, boy. We're ready to bring it on, okay? So when you look at Satan and you say, okay, we're talking consistency. I hate to say it. Is he consistent? Heck yeah, he is. That dude is consistently bad. He ain't working 9 to 5 and saying, that's enough. I'm going to go home now. That dude's working 24/7, 365 all the time. And he's got all kinds of his angels he brought with him doing this. Ain't angels no more, but he got all them working with him too. And they're working all the time. Okay? So we go here, we go to 1 Peter 5, 8 through 9, talking about his consistency, the devil. This is something. I underlined some words. Watch out for attacks from the devil, your great enemy. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for some victim to devour. Like, holy smokes, like he's looking for people to devour. And he's doing that 24/7, 365. So that's an opponent for us as Christian warriors wanting to be consistent in our walk with Jesus Christ. What is Satan? This is a tough one, and you may not get this, and it's okay. There's probably more than one answer. I'm looking for one answer. And like I said, you probably got, what does Satan go after the most? Can anyone tell us? What does he consistently go after the most with us human beings? Sports is a great one. Image is a great one. Doggone it, you guys are better than mine. Mind. Let's go. Okay, mind is what I had in mind. The others are great. Don't get me wrong. Those are amazing. But we're going with mind tonight. So Jesus does too, but Satan's going after your mind. All right? That's where he knows he can go in and get it. And let's look at the mind. And we're going to pretend, let's compare it to like a garden. You're planting a garden, you got these seeds, and when you're planting a garden, you're going to have to deal with birds and droughts and rain and wind and who knows what else, weeds, right? So the garden, you plant the seeds, and that garden's going to be beautiful if you do what? Water it, fertilize it, weed it, take care of it. That garden's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be like, wow, that's a good garden. But what if you don't take care of that garden? You get the seeds down, the birds come, the wind come, the drought come, the rains come, the weeds are growing. What's that? That garden ain't going to be very pretty. That garden's going to be an absolute mess. So now you say, okay, let's compare that. Let's compare that to us, humans. And everything we do in a day, it's pretty impressive. You guys didn't say phones or TV or any of that. But everything we do in our day affects our mind. Okay? Who we are as people, what we tell ourselves. All right, what we tell ourselves. Who we hang out with. What people are we hanging out with? What are we watching on TV? What are we watching on our phones? What are we doing on our phones? Good? If it's good, man, that's like the garden. It's good. When good goes in, good's coming out. Good going in, good coming out. You putting bad in, odds are heavy, bad's coming out. Right? So we have to be very understanding of what Satan is trying to do. That's our opponent. We want to know our opponent. We don't want to dwell on our opponent. We want to know our opponent. We don't want to dwell on our opponent. Just like sports. You want to know, hey, who we got? We got them. But we know them. We have an idea. Just like when you're going into battle in an army, right? You got an idea. I wrote down here, Satan is always dropping bad seeds in your mind. He knows that if he can win your mind, he can win your soul. He knows that. He ain't stupid. So we look at this, and we're going to take it a step further. In Numbers 13, Moses has got all his people, right? They're rolling and rocking and rolling, and God has promised them Canaan. C-A-N-A-A-N. I hope I'm saying it correctly. He's promised, here you go, Moses, take your people down there. But I got to tell you, here's what you're going to do. You're going to get together 12 spies or scouts. Let's call them scouts because like in baseball, there's scouts. Or, there's scouts in football and basketball. We're going to get you 12 scouts, and they're going to go look at the land. God's promised them the land, guys. Like he said, this is your land, go get it. But you got to get these 12 scouts to go look at it. So these 12 scouts go look at it. They're amazed at the beauty. They're like, wow, this is unbelievable. If you read in the Bible, they're bringing back grapes like on poles, like they're so big and heavy. Like you can read about that and see, you're like, God, this is amazing. So these 12 scouts get back. They've got it all looked at, and they get back, and all the people are together, and they're like, so what do you think? And two guys, Joshua and Caleb, say, yeah, this is ours. We know it's ours. We've already got victory. We've been promised victory by God. So let's go. Well, what do you think the other 10 said? Oh, those Canaanites are big. They're big. Like they're monsters, or they're giants. There's no way we can take that land. No way. Matter of fact, they went as far to say, you know what we look like to them? You guys know this. What do we look like? Grasshoppers. We look like, they didn't ask them. They didn't say, hey, Canaanites, what do we look? They'd have been boom, dead, right? Because there was only 12 of them and a whole bunch of the Canaanites. They didn't ask them. In their minds, they thought that the Canaanites saw them as grasshoppers and we have no chance. So these 10 people, now all of a sudden you had a whole room, all of follow, everybody, and now no one wants to go. It's just like a sports team, right? You either all in or you all out. You can't have 10 and 2. It's got to be 12 if you're basketball. Baseball, you got to have 35. It can't be 32 and 3. It can't be 27 and 8. Pretty good math right there, quick on my feet. I'm just kidding with you. But anyway, you got to do it. Football, what are our numbers at? We have 100. It's got to be all 100, 110, 20, whatever it is. Okay? But here's another sports analogy on this. So you go, and I'm going to brag on our program, and please don't take this the wrong way. I love our program. I love Tennessee Tech athletics. My family and I have been here on and off for 19 years. We love this place. Okay? But when you're going, like we'll play Tennessee every year. We beat them 3 out of the last 5. Okay, but now we'll say this: they hammered us last year. They got us good. Okay, but when you're going to play Tennessee, like if you're sitting there like, well, we're grasshoppers to them. They ain't nobody. They ain't nobody. You're going to play Vanderbilt. They ain't nobody. They ain't nobody. We better than they are. People think at Tennessee Tech and our football players, man, they're off to a great start, as all our other sports have always been doing really good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, right? I mean, 2-0, and I watched them the other day. They dominated the trenches. But anyway, so I mean, that was a mockery of Chattanooga. Anyway, but like people say, oh, you can't do it. You can't go to the College World Series at Tennessee Tech. You can't go to the Women's College World Series at Tennessee Tech if you're a sophomore. You can't do it at Tennessee Tech, right? That is hogwash. Like, that is absolute hogwash, all right? You got to know and believe and have the faith that you can do that. And it comes through practice, time, and consistency. Again, say it again. Know the opponent. Don't dwell on the opponent. Can't dwell on those guys. I mean, that guy's a liar, right? He's a liar. But, and then I put 3 dots. I'll go, dun, dun, dun. But do not fear because we have the creator of the universe on our side. We have the creator of the universe on our side. So you think about this for a minute. This is unbelievable. So, and I hope I got these numbers right. For you earth people in here, I may be wrong. But if I read it right, the earth is slanted at 23.5 degrees. We're 92.5 million miles from the sun, and we're rotating, spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. Think about that. So 92.5 million. If we're any closer, what do? We burn. If we're any further away, what do? Freeze to death, right? We got the dinosaurs all over, right? We're right at 92.5. That's God, right? We're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm not even dizzy. Like, think about it. We're spinning 1,000 miles per hour, not even dizzy. Right? How great is he? How great he can do anything, right? Think about this one. Our calendar is after him. How about this one? Christmas is, it might not be the exact, but we say that's his birthday, right? We get presents on his birthday. Like, how great is our God, right? He can do anything. I put one more thing. A great song. It's called God Alone. It's kind of old. You guys probably won't like Craig and Phillips, I think, sings it. But it's called God Alone. And in the song, I'm jogging one day back when my knee was healthy. And I'm like, it says, unchangeable, unshakable, unstoppable. That's what you are. That's what he says. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But the word that got me the most was unchangeable. Nothing deters him. Nothing. Like just constant, consistent, the same. And then one more thing, he ain't never lost at nothing. Never lost. Never. Nothing. And he's so great, he's already won our victory 2,000 years ago. Think about that. He's already won our victory 2,000. That's how great our God is. It's unbelievable, right? But it's not. So now we say, okay, so how can I be the consistent warrior God made me to be? Well, be saved, right? John 3:16, God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, whoever believes him shall have everlasting life. Like that's how we can start the consistency, be saved. Then I wrote down the second thing was, be free. Ask forgiveness. He will grant it. He will. It's what happened. It's why he died. It's why Jesus hung on the cross, to forgive us of our sins once for all time. We don't have to go back to him. We don't have to look behind us. We want to be consistent in him and who we are. That's what he did for us. Philippians 4:7, here's what it says. If you do this, meaning let things go, give it to him. If you do this, Philippians 4:7, you will experience God's peace, which is far more wonderful than the human mind can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. And I'm like, man, that's awesome. So now here's the next thing. What if we're not free? Because we talked about we're saved, we're free. Just assuming all of a sudden we become Christians or we are Christians and it's easy. Oh, we're saved, we're free, let's go. And that's a great way to be because that peace is unbelievable. And as a Christian, probably everyone in this room at some point, you've experienced that peace. And you're like, man, I wish I could keep that like every day. But then the next day comes and something bad happens and during the day you're like, oh, and it drags you and bogs you down and Satan's in the mind, right? So we have to understand, okay, what do we do if we're being held captive? If we're allowing Satan to hold us captive, because that's how you have to say it. It's on us a little bit, but probably all a bit, right? But if we're allowing to be held captive, what do we do? Well, number one, you guys probably in all your sports have similar things or very same things. In baseball, which maybe all you use, we have green light, yellow light, red light. You guys have some of that stuff? Sort of? Maybe not? Okay. So real quick, green light, I'm flowing. Kind of what I was talking about. I got peace, I got joy like a river, baby, and I'm rocking and rolling. I'm a baseball player. Oh, it's good day. It's good. The next day is a good day, right? I'm in green light, and it's all good. The world is good, right? That's where we want to be. That's a good thing. The minute you feel yourself going to yellow, yellow means what? Caution, right? Thank you. Caution. That's when you as a Christian have to be like, hold on, I'm not in green light anymore. I don't like this. What's going on? I got to recognize that I'm in yellow light. You don't want to get to red. Red is like, uh-oh, like we're struggling. We're 0 for our last 25. We've just given up 4 grand slams in a row, and our mind's out of control. We don't want to go to red. So at yellow, okay, we have to use, this is a baseball thing as well, 3 R's. You have to recognize I'm in yellow. I have to recognize that I'm in yellow. Something's not quite right. Like something's bearing me down. Something's got some chains on me. So I got to recognize it. Now I got to release it. Okay? How do you release it? To God. We all know the answer to this. Just someone shout it out. Pray. Right? You said it earlier from the beginning. Hey, dear Lord, this is bogging me down. Take it from me. Just take it. Right? Easier said than done sometimes. Because we want to hold on to things as human beings. But we got to release it and we got to let it go. So recognize, release, and then the last one is refocus. And we use this in baseball terms as well when things aren't going good. The 3 R's. But now refocus can be like, this is where my consistency comes in. I'm going to start hanging out with God more. Like, what do they say? You're like the 5 people you hang out with the most, that's what you're most like. I think there's something like that. True or not true, I kind of believe it, to be honest with you. But like, well, man, we got the creator of the universe to hang out with. Like literally, hang out with him, right? So it's the refocus part, hang out with God. Then you look at it, you're like, well, how do you do that? Well, someone said in here, you read your Bible. You stay consistent with that. How else do you do that? Well, you pray. I think we have that in here, without ceasing. You pray. How easy is it? So we'll talk to our guys about walking to class and using visualization. Like, man, I just saw myself hit a double, right? Or I just saw myself dot the 3 zone with a fastball. So we'll talk about it. You can do the same thing in prayer. Like, dear Lord, let's go. Let's go. This is our day. You can talk to God all the time. He's our friend, right? So we can grow that way. FCA, church, D groups, mentors. There's so many ways to refocus and get where you're free, okay? Free to change the weigh you down. We look at this, small groups, automobile university, where when you're driving along, you're listening to something good on the automobile. Put on the armor. We won't read it. We all know it, Ephesians 6:10 through 18, okay? Then put on that armor because I've refocused. Now I'm in green light. Now I'm like, come on, Satan. Throw the daggone darts or whatever, those spears at me. And then it's just kind of like this, right? You just kind of, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. And so that's what we're looking to do with our consistency in our walk. The battle isn't won or lost on game day. It's all the late days leading to it. And I feel like that's very simple, not only for sports, but works from a Christian walk perspective. When you look at 1 Corinthians 9:25, you guys will all know this one. All athletes practice strict self-control. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize. And so you're just like, it's just awesome. There's something known as the freebie battle, freebie war in baseball. Softball, I'm sure you have the same thing. Freebies are when you give up free bases. So you walk a guy, you hit a guy, you have a balk, you make an error, a wild pitch, pass ball, or a stolen base allowed. There's 7 of them, okay? And you're looking at this and you're like, okay, well, how do we minimize? Baseball don't answer this. Anybody else? Can a baseball team eliminate freebies? Can we eliminate every walk we've ever had, every error we've ever made, every hit batsman? Can we eliminate that or not? No. Thank you. But what we can do is minimize that, right? We can minimize those mistakes. How do we minimize? Consistency within how we're working our pitchers. Consistency within how we're working our defense. Like how much are we working on the right things to minimize the freebies? By the way, you allow 9 or less in a 9-inning game, you win 83% of the time. Okay? How about that? 9 or less in 9 inning game, 83% of the time. Well, here's the great news. And this is not a free pass to go sin. It's not at all. If you're hearing that, you're hearing wrong. But here's the great news. Like, we've got a Savior that understands we're human, that understands we're going to fall short, that understands we're going to make freebies in life. And we win 100% of the time. If we're saved, we win 100, not 83. Our guys win 83% of the time when we allow 1 freebie per inning or less. We win 100%. As a Christian warrior consistent in God, we win 100% of the time. Okay? Everything we do, we win. All right? So please understand that. Now, about done here. I just wanted to underline something. Prepare yourself for battle, and you can beat anybody or anything. Then I put on the full armor of God, and you can accomplish anything. Okay? You will be unstoppable through Jesus Christ. And then as we grow close to Him and be as much like Him as humanly possible, 1 Peter 2:21, follow in His steps. And I put humanly possible because there's only one perfect, and it's not us. Guys, I'll tell you what, like at the end of the day, all this life is about, honestly, like there's a lot of fun that we're going to have just being around people and having fun. But at the end of the day, our job as Christians and growing constantly and consistently in Jesus Christ is to grow His kingdom, to grow His army. That's it. That's our job. So my like kind of plea to you guys would be on this campus, like take control of this campus. You're like, doggone, man, like make there be let this be where people come to Tennessee Tech and they know that when they come in the coach's office on a recruiting trip, hey, listen, just so you know, when you get here, we're going to talk about Jesus Christ. Okay? And that's what we need. And guys, as student athletes, you guys have so much impact. Every one of us has 86,400 seconds every single day to impact the kingdom's, Christ's kingdom. Okay? So my plea to you would be, let's make the biggest impact we can. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.